Hey everybody, welcome back to the Adventures of Anton Rayne. We just got done with a very important budget meeting. I don't know how everything's gonna fold out, but hopefully it does well. Chapter 2, a brand new Sordland. It's got that fresh, smells like new country smell. Oh no, there's too many things going on. Oh no. Well, nothing to it but to do it. Unusual encounter, former President Sol's open hospitality. In an unexpected encounter, local fishers were invited for tea by none other than former President Tarkin Sol himself. This seemingly ordinary exchange revealed a side of Sol seldom seen in public life. Oh, he's not murdering his opponents? That's great. His humble and warm hospitality, even after his tenure, shines a light on the strong community spirit within Duru Island. The incident underscores how Sol remains a figure of interest in the public eye, influencing society beyond the confines of politics. Great. I hope you had a good time. 54-55 season ends. Football Club Gelsor. Oh, this is soccer. Nobody cares. United Contana's Congress addresses State of the Union and revolutionary expansion. Alright, so the Commie Kids Nation, the United Contana, had some meeting with all their member nations, most of which I believe are subjects of them puppet states. During the Congress, Chairman Malinvey proposed a revolutionary destiny doctrine, a policy aimed at promoting the idea of permanent revolution and supporting social revolutions in nearby states with early-stage capitalism. Senators from each state participated in a vote to determine the future course of the nation, ultimately passing the doctrine and signaling a new era of international involvement for the United Contana. So it looks like the communist superpower is showing that they want to flex their muscle and spread. We gotta make sure, that sounds dirty. We gotta make sure that we don't get in that trap. We don't want to end up a part of the communist bloc. Prime Minister Alvarez of Lesbia visits Palace, offers support amid tensions with Rizia. In a show of solidarity, Prime Minister Alvarez of Lesbia visited the Grand Duchy of Palace and its leader, Alex Reinhardt, to affirm Lesbia's support in the face of mounting pressure from Rizia over the disputed gas fields. As a part of the Ado alliance, Lesbia has offered assistance to Palace in resolving the ongoing gas field dispute and maintaining regional stability. See, I want to join Ado. And Lesbia is the country that's like right to the south of us, if I remember, that is pretty well off financially. Free market economy. During his visit, Prime Minister Alvarez proposed several measures to address the situation, including joint exploration and development of the disputed gas fields, establishing a neutral arbitration panel, and promoting economic cooperation among the Mercopian nations to reduce reliance on the contested resources. He also pledged Lesbia's commitment to defending Palace's sovereignty and territorial integrity if the dispute were to escalate. The visit has sent a strong message to Rizia, warning them against further aggressive actions and encouraging a diplomatic resolution to the dispute. However, it remains to be seen whether Rizia will accept these proposals and engage in dialogue with Palace and Lesbia to reach a peaceful settlement. Alright, moving on. Vlegslandian Navy forces Agnolian drill ship to retreat from Hygeland. If you remember to the north of us, England, or is it Agnolia, and some island nation that's aligned with the commies, they're having a regional dispute over an island, I believe it's this one here, Helgeland. And so the Vlegslandian Navy forces the Agnolian drill ship to retreat. The Agnolians are the ones we want to be allies with. The Vogsland, the communist allies, said Navy Chief Admiral Kurt Hexer on Tuesday said the Agnolian drilling ship was driven away from Vogsland's exclusive economic zone. They both claim that zone in the Nurmenlander Sea recently, asserting that such activities will be dealt swiftly and sternly. Alright, so those two guys are spatting over that little island and its natural resources. Ooh, this is interesting. Arcasia, this is like America. Arcasia fires M4 ICBM. Dwight Walker, what a cool, amazingly wonderful, beautiful man. I want to join NATO. Has announced, which Arcasia is like the leader of, has announced the first successful Arcasian intercontinental ballistic missile test, which was conducted at a military site at the New Atoll in the middle of Oceania. The fired missile, codenamed Missile 4, flew several thousand kilometers towards the direction of the United Continental before crashing down at sea close to the abandoned radioactive Rostov Island. Or Rostov, maybe. The missile test indicates that Arcasia wants to send a message to United Continental about island bases in the middle of the Oceania, while displaying that the Arcasian military technology has advanced. Will Arcasia be able to catch up to the United Continental? Will Arcasia be able to catch up to United Continental in face of the growing contentious situation between the superpowers? I still want to join them if we can at some point. Oh, what else is going on here? We got way too many things. Alright, let's go out to the world map. That's the United Continental. There's Lespio we were talking about. They had to sit down with Rizzi. What's going down here? I don't even know who these guys are. Unidentified object spotted close to the Quinali border. Security agencies in Morella have reported sighting an unidentified object close to the Quinali border. The object was flying at high altitude and at very high speeds. Spy plane, I bet you. Currently, there is no clarity on what the object could be or its potential implications. Some intelligence officers indicate that the sighting could be a potential CSB low-orbit satellite. Oh no! The Continental Security Pact are spying on us? Though technically that's southwest of us. The Morellian authorities are working with their Quinali counterparts to investigate the matter further. Interesting. We've got this diplomatic sign. There should be one here too. Right now, David and I think Pete are trying to increase our diplomatic friendship with Wayland and with Agnolia. Trying to make some friends in the region. What's going on in Agnolia? This has got to be the problem with Vogsland, right? Here's the little island that's disputed. Agnolia offshore drilling near Halgi increased tensions. Agnolia has started a new drilling operation very close to the disputed territory of Helgeland. The tensions increased when the situation turned into a standoff between Vogslandian and Agnolian warships. Alright, we're already familiar with that. Let's start in Bergia. Massive network of BFF priests discovered. Best friends forever? We're the best friends priest. Bergian Special Zone Security has reported the discovery of a large-scale religious network of the BFF that encompasses all cities in Bergia. Under the guise of state-sanctioned priesthood, the BFF has recruited hundreds and possibly thousands of Golkandist worshippers to join the militant group and convert hundreds of Nurity worshippers. What's Nurity? Nurity is a monotheistic religion, teaching that the only creator is the divine God, and that Saint Dast is the divine messenger. It is the biggest religion in Maricopa and the third largest in the world. Alright. Converted hundreds of Nurity worshippers to the sect of Golkandosium. Goat fuckers. Alright, so Nurity is the main religion. This, whatever Rurikism, is an offshoot of it. And then Golkandianism is a fundamentalist and extremist branch of who the fuck named these things? These names are stupid. Supposedly, though, the BFF priests are using that as a way to amass followers to help fight, I guess, for the Blutish Freedom group. A dozen arrests were made, but since most police officers don't speak Blutish, it'll be very difficult to find the actual ringleader priests of the network. Many requests were made to ban Blutish as a language from sanctuaries. Governor Braun also requested Golkandianism to be banned as a religion. Oh, this guy's a problem. Governor Braun. Because in this region, if you remember Bergia, the governor has some powers that the other governors don't have. And that's been used to persecute the Bloods. What's going on in Narble? Education in rural regions require improvements. Sierra Walda. Oh, not her. Reports that the current education institutions in rural regions of Sordland have been largely neglected. As a part of her analysis, the literacy rate in Sordland currently stands at 80%, while rural regions like Narble has a literacy rate of only 64%. The lack of schools per capita also reflects these results. Yeah, I know. Okay. It would figure, like, one of the reports we'd see, one of the first ones would be Sierra. Like, I can't get away from that woman. What's going on in Laren? Oh! Military equipment outdated. I know it is. The General Staff has performed an analysis on our borders to assess our military defense capabilities against a potential Rumberg attack. The results show that our military equipment is outdated and needs replacement as soon as possible. Good thing I just boosted military spending. The continuation of the worrying report shows that in the event of an attack, our border would be broken through easily, leaving the primary regions of Sordland exposed. Hey man, we increased military spending, like, they're working on that. And in Benfi? Benfi Regional Airport overcrowded. That sounds like a good thing! Is that economic prosperity? People want to fly in? We have been receiving reports about the capacity of the Benfi Regional Airport. The mayor of Benfi is preparing to put a request forward for an investment to build an international airport in the city. Where do you... I have no money! Why don't you get out, like, a shovel and start building your own damn airport? For a touristic region like Benfi, he claims that it would increase the overall prosperity of Sordland. You know that motherfucker or somebody's going to be coming over to us. Hey, it's that idiot, Ewald. Asking for money for a damn airport. Workers' Rights Act. Okay, this is very important. Not only because I want to help workers' rights, but right now we're trying to get enough votes to pass the new Constitution. And last episode we learned we have about, I think we need 150, 160 signatures to get the Constitution stuff going with the Grand Assembly. Right now we have like 80, 87. So we need to get some more people on our side. One of these douchebags, I think it's Clavin, said that if we support the Workers' Right Bill, he would support the constitutional changes. So it's maybe good, hopefully good that we want the changes, and that'll hopefully help us get more support for changing the Constitution. What was the divine being? Dear divine monotheistic God, please make it so this Workers' Rights Bill has zero costs attached. Thank you. Amen. Workers' Rights Act. Section 1 of this bill sets the groundwork for fair compensation by establishing a minimum wage of 2.5 Sordish Ren per hour. Do I get paid that? Will I actually have some money again? This serves as a benchmark for fair and equitable pay, ensuring that no worker in Sordland is compensated below this rate. Section 2 addresses the issue of excessive labor, setting a maximum limit of 60 hours of work per week. This provision aims to prevent worker exploitation and safeguard the well-being of the Sordish labor force. It's going to cost us money! We ain't got no money. I don't like Section 2. I do not like setting a limit on how much somebody can work. Section 3 introduces the concept of double overtime pay. This stipulates that any work performed beyond a 40-hour work week will be compensated at twice the normal hourly wage. This incentivizes fair work practices and ensures employees are duly compensated for their extended efforts. See, that is a good idea. You don't need Section 2 with Section 3, right? Section 3 is like you want to work your workers a lot, then you're going to pay them a lot. And it creates a natural incentive not to overwork people. Section 4 focuses on workers' safety and humane work conditions. It mandates that the employers must take all necessary steps to protect their workers from occupational hazards and ensure a dignified and safe working environment. This promotes a culture of respect and care within workplaces across Sordland. Section 5 extends these protections to migrant or undocumented workers, granting them the same rights as Sordish citizens. Who wrote this? You're going to get me in trouble with citizens. I can't give non-citizens the same rights as citizens. Employers who fail to abide by these rules will face substantial fines from the government, and persistent non-compliance will invite legal action. I swear, every bill has got to have some dog shit poison pill. Section 5 is ridiculous. Illegal immigrants should not have the same rights as citizens. I don't know what to do. I don't want to spend this money. But there is, as much as I hate Section 2 and Section 5, Section 1, minimum wage, would help the economy. You put the money in the hands of the working poor, they're going to spend it. That money's going to go right back into the fucking economy. Overtime pay. That's a great idea. Once again, more money going back into the economy. That also discourages overworking people. And safety and humane work conditions are important. I fear I'm going to regret this. I have been avoiding this like the plague. We're going to go into deficit spending for this. I'm going to sign it. Like, the good things outweigh the bad. That's my John Hancock. Anton Rayne signed it. Oh, we're negative. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Alright, let's see how that changed things. A lot of things. Alright, I think this is the one that was supposed to be highlighted here. Workers' rights reforms. The administration has successfully passed a comprehensive labor rights reform, introducing significant improvements to the working condition of employees. These reforms aim to safeguard workers' rights, promote fair treatment, and enhance workplace environments for the better of the labor force. Number 2, the economy situations. Oh, so many bad things in the economy. Alright. So, increased employee costs. I assume that it's orange. It means it's kind of bad, but not horrible. The expansion of labor rights in Sordland has created new costs for businesses, resulting in increased expenditures related to employment. While this is a positive development for promoting fair and equitable working conditions, it may also create challenges for businesses in terms of their expenditures. And I'm alright with that. And finally, improved worker conditions. We get something that's green. Oh yeah. The workers' rights reform, which established a minimum wage, maximum weekly work hours, overtime pay, occupational hazard protection, and equal workers' rights for all, has brought several potential positive outcomes. By setting a minimum wage of 2.5 Swedish rand per hour, low-income workers can earn a decent living, which can help reduce poverty and social inequality. Also, ideally, hopefully, less people lose their houses, you know, stuff that happens during a recession that exasperates recessions. Alright. That's good news. And real news. You want to bet who's going to like it and who's not? The Radical will like it, like our decisions. The Lockhaven Times won't. And I don't know, the Holstered Post is always on my ass about something. Holstered Post. New law on workers' rights. The Workers' Right Act has been signed into law by President Rayne after the approval of the Grand National Assembly by a majority vote on Monday, following a 6-hour debate. Mansoon Leakey, who campaigned heavily for the bill, also sought to express his gratitude for the confirmation of the new laws. Remember that, Mansoon. Well, we're trying to get this new constitution passed. You know, I did you right, you do me right. He's like, what? I probably should have phrased that differently. This dweeb expressed his gratitude for the confirmation of the new laws, saying it contained much vital rules and regulations for the workers, the backbone of our nation. The new laws also established that migrants or undocumented workers have the same workers' rights as citizens. Look, I didn't want that, but that was in the bill. Like, illegal immigrants must love Anton. He was on the border, illegals come in, he's like, come on, dude, I don't care. In this case, I end up signing, yeah, illegals can make the same kind of pay rights as everybody else. Though, honestly, I do think that's better than, oh, I shouldn't get my soapbox, I'm going to. I think that's better than the American system, because illegal immigrants or even legal migrant workers get fucked in America with pay. It's horseshit. If you're gonna hire somebody, pay them a fair wage. Rayne signs Workers' Rights Bill into law. The Lockhaven Times. The recently implemented Workers' Rights Bill caused the initial protests against the government to mellow down after the Mobile Mine disaster. Ooh, we're winning some popular support. Chants of anger have turned into solidarity marches. Let me march with you, brothers! One of the spokesmen for the Needham Mining Group has accused President Rayne of acting impulsively with the bill. Here's a little thing. If you run a mining corporation that's unsafe, and there's a cave-in that murders a lot of people, and then the government signs the bill to make it so you're safer, it's not a good look to complain about the bill. Oh man, his bill is a knee-jerk reaction to people dying in your death mines. They're so bad, they're known as the death mines. That nerd said it was putting too much weight on the businesses. Oh, God forbid the business. What I ought to do is just let the family sue for the deaths and have an unlimited amount you can sue for. That would also solve the problem. After the public announcement, Needham has received hundreds of lawsuits from people around the country. Yeah, that's right. Sue them into oblivion. And the radical? I'm going to go back to the Lockhaven Times a moment. It's amazing how many times shitty company owners, and not everybody's shitty, will be like, I believe in a free market economy, and then something goes bad, then they're like, I need a bailout, I need a special rule, I need not to have to worry about the law applying to me, which they don't care about a free market economy. It's just horseshit to try and get preferential treatment. The radical workers' rights bill signed in a surprising move. How is this surprising? President Rayne has decided to do something right for his citizens by signing the Workers' Rights Act into law. Even the radical likes us. This looks as a publicity move after the... Fuck you, radical! Come on, man! I have been fighting for more things to help the people than you fucking ivory tower liberals ever have. The new law establishes a minimum wage and sets a ceiling for a maximum amount of hours on top of new regulations for companies. Mr. Rayne's move to give more rights to the workers has been welcomed by many. On the other hand, this simply may be a diversion from the actual real issues of the government. You're the real issue! Pissing me off! What are we doing time-wise? What do we got going on in Whole Sword? Oh my god, there's so much to do. I would love to do that right now, but I feel like this episode's running a little bit long. So next time, we have one of these things to look forward to. Budget allocation of law enforcement, an evening walk with the missus, that sounds nice, a regional investment decision. People are going to be wanting more money. Dude, I already deficit spent for the workers' right thing, and I don't know, I think I did the right thing, but I don't like deficit spending. Sooner or later, that bites you in the ass. On that note, maybe I'll see you next time.